Okay, so let's go ahead and get started here. And let's look here. So basically what you're doing today for the virtual Monday is just simply going through. I gave you a worksheet and punctuating dialogue, and I'll just go through the directions with you really quickly. It says dialogue is conversation. Put quotation marks around the exact words people say. Set off a quotation from the rest of the sentence with commas. And so, like right here, this is the part that it's talking about. That after said, you would have a comma, and then this would be your quotation here. If the rest of the sentence precedes the quotation, place the comma before the opening quotation mark. If the rest of the sentence follows the quotation, place the comma with the close within the closing. So it will go here, it's a question mark instead of a comma, but there's an example there that it goes before the in quotation marks. And then it says, if a quotation is a question followed by the rest of the sentence, use the question mark within the closing quotation mark. The last bullet or arrow is when the rest of the sentence interrupts the quotation, use two commas. Place one comma inside the first closing quotation mark. Place the other comma after the interrupting phrase before the second opening quotation mark. And so here is an example. So you have a comma here, you're in quotation marks, then you have the person who said it with the comma again, and then you start the quotation marks again. So that's punctuating dialogue. Then you have compound sentences. With those, you just simply add one of these words, and, or, but, or for. And you put a comma there, and then you put that, whatever the coordinating conjunction is. And so you can't just have a comma, these are all separate. Um, but if there was a comma here instead of a period, we'll see that on the next one, that's incorrect also. So if you want to just combine two sentences, use one of those three for this exercise. And it says 3 or more short sentences may be punctuated like items in a series. So Leslie got a single, Terry walked, and Karina hit a home run. So you can do it that way also, but they have to be short in order to do it that way. Oops, I lost our page here. And then the last, no, I guess there's two more. Comma false, this is what I was talking about. You cannot have a comma between two sentences. These are both independent clauses on their own, so you need to have periods there. And you just go through, rewrite each one of them. You must rewrite them in order to get credit on it. And then the last page, it says to add commas whenever they're needed in these sentences. So just go through, read it, add the commas. As I didn't count to see how many there are, I may add it to Google Classroom whenever I post the assignment, but as of right now, I'm not for sure how many there are. Quickly, I just want to go over what we've been going on in class in case you don't know the due dates, or if you're virtual, you'll know what's going on, or virtual for right now. And so your rough draft was due on Friday, and if you didn't get that turned in, get it turned in. And then if you're in class, then you will have two students look at your essay, and I have a form, for them to fill out, the writer worksheet, the workshop one. And after they look at both of them, you have two people look at them, you make the corrections, and then you will need to submit it by this coming up Friday. I don't have a date on that. Let's see, it's the 12th. It's the last day of the quarter. And then let me see what else. So the last day of the quarter, like the last day you'll come to school, is on that Friday. Obviously, there's not any way would get those graded. I mean, on that day. So grades are, I meant your essays are due Friday, but they're going to go on the fourth quarter. So your last day for grades, I'm going to cut off the day on Wednesday, and then I'll make sure everything's graded for the third quarter. If you have any questions, email me. And so this assignment that I went over today is due tomorrow at the beginning of the hour. And if you are virtual, then same thing by the beginning of the hour, or whatever class that you're in. So enjoy your Monday, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.